come in, and can you start the recording, please?
Okay. Let me. Yes. Start. Pause. Stop. I can start it. It's already this. No, stop.
It says recording. Yes, it says recording.
Yeah, it's all started. Okay. Okay.
Cool. Darren, we haven't even officially met. How are you?
Good, Numan. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
That's good. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure is mine.
By the way, your background is working amazingly, man. It's fantastic.
The office people.
Yeah. You are like in the office now.
That's where I am, Tolga.
And yeah. And that one is your wife, right?
Yes. It just keeps repeating.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So it's 6:30, so we're supposed to start. Let's wait for 1 more minute so people to come in. Is it all right, guys?
All right.
All good.
Excellent.
I think I got about 2 hours sleep, I think.
Oh, no.
That's okay. It'll still be dark. It'll still be dark when I go back to bed, so I should be able to sleep.
All right, shall we start, guys?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Numan. Welcome to the Bridge Sessions. Today, they will be talking about communication to the conversation. So we have Tolga from OMMA and Darren from OMMA, and we have Onur from UK, actually. So we have Australia, UK, and Turkey. So I leave the floor to you guys, and I'm leaving it. So have fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Numan. Wow. Okay. He's gone. So thank you again for to do Numan, because it's really important, guys. Because thank you for your time, and welcome our webinar. So we will talk about the personalized video marketing today. So then, as Numan introduced, the Onur and Darren with us, and we will talk about the future of the video as well. So let me share my screen and open our presentation. Yeah, so you should see it all. Okay, so first of all, let me introduce ourselves, guys. So OMMA is a global marketing platform, which is running on more than 13 countries, including Australia to Ireland. So we are running on more than 14,000 signage displays, and also we are serving 350,000 personal video per month. So we live in we have 29 people in Turkey, and we produce our products with love. So we live in, as you know, we live in the age of the displays. So everywhere is in displays. I know there are too many challenges for the marketing teams, and then the video factor of those marketing campaigns are also getting tough. So the number are showing that the factor of the video will be increasing next years. For example, 8% of all the internet traffic will be video by 2021, and also the second biggest the search engine is YouTube now. So with all those facts, we know that the new marketing requirements also is very challenging. So the campaigns must be more engaging, real-time, personal, contextual, and also connected. So what we do in this world, so before the answer all, we should talk about personalization, of course, because the effect of personalization is changing the world dramatically. In last years, as you know well, new winners win the game against the traditional ones like the social media, smart target ads, IPTV or personalized TV experience won the game against those old school guys. So we think that we wanted to create a personalized and interactive video platform called OMMA VQ in order to enable the companies to create the personal communication. It turns into the conversation as well. So today the Onur is with us, and I would like to give the microphones to him because he is an expert for the service design. And please, Onur, welcome here, and please share your thoughts, guys.
Thank you guys for the introduction and brief information about the OMMA. Guys, today we would like to talk about the personalized experience for each customer segment and also brands. Why do they need a personalized experience for their marketing? The first thing I want to talk about is briefly a self-introduction about me and my company. Just a moment. Yes. We are located in London, and we are a digital experience company which focus on digital products that people love to use for enterprises and for startups. Primarily, we are seeking to best humanized experience for each platform that the customers are using. And we actually seek for better experiences for each service which is connected and touching to customers. We work with the enterprises and startups and a couple of NGOs in the past, and we solely focus on the like digital experience. Today, I would like to talk about before jumping into the personal experience. And now I would like to talk about the new normal because it's changed our customer behaviors very deeply. Last year in the beginning of the March, people changed their lives forever. And some of the key findings I would like to share with you is people are making fewer visits to the fewer stores because of the lockdowns and everything, and because of the COVID, and this leads us brands or companies to become an economic crisis, which is shifted from the health crisis. And this economical crisis is very important for people because people lost their jobs and they are seeking help from the brands, and they're looking for brands who understands them and help them to get through this. The most affected customer base is the Gen Z because they are the ones who felt their household income because of they are newly in their life, and they are getting much less income to their household, and they are more cautious about their buying habits. And also this is very important to brands to understand this new normal to connect with the customers. What I believe is in this new era, video content a little bit escape from bleak news around. Video consumption is very increased in last 9 months, and also people are much more looking for these type of contents. There are some suggestions that I can tell for the brands that's looking for to how to get through this new normal. I think they should consider their media choices. Media consumption is changing at the moment, so there are opportunities to maximize their ROI. They should focus on which media is much more consuming and which is more relevant to these customers. Keeping personalized content marketing is very important, because people like to get custom offerings and the sales tools for themselves. And also it's very important to drive simplicity and authenticity in their customer experience. What I'm getting to next is the psychology of the personal experience, why it's important. Then I will dive into some numbers. Can we move to the next slide? In 1951, there's a psychological finding that shows a very basic instinct that the people get into crowded and very noisy areas. When you're in the cocktail, if you're telling your name, you just isolate the area and just hear and just focus on that the person, because they just called your name, and you just basically turn them and give your full attention. This is actually what we are doing in here, because the first phase is knowing my name of the customers. Is very important for brands to be introduce themselves and reaching the customers with their names, because 56% of the customers would rather buy a retailer who recognize them by name. Also knows their past, what I've done in the past and what I prefer to buy, and who knows my history. This is also important, because if I'm gonna buy a wine or something like that, they don't have to offer me something else. Otherwise, I lose my contact with the brand, and this is why important. And the third thing is know what I want. If a brand offers a personalized content which is really related to me and which I'm looking to buy, I'm 58% of chance that I can buy from that retailer, because also you are creating the demand, actually, and creating the demand that's their focus area. The next thing is, let's dive into some numbers. These numbers, this is really, very key points that we should talk about. Personalization really shaping today's marketing world. You can leverage, the first thing that you can leverage cross-device communications. The second thing, using personalization as a service and reach audiences to create seamless UX on multiple devices. This is a very important point, because once starting to the end, you are touching the customer with their own personal language, own personal content. This multiple touch points is created on the user preferences. That's really important also. Like 81% of the end users want that brands to know them and reach them personally. Like, when you get a mail or video with your name, and you should open it. 181% users open it. Also, customers, when they're willing, they are searching through the websites, they are looking for some personalization. Like, you get in the website, you see the products that you may buy, or there's some offerings that you can interest. And this is basically 86% of directly impacts their decision. Like I said, this is this era, the brands has to invest more in personalization, otherwise they will fade. And because the 83% of the consumers they will prefer business to do prefer more business with the personalized manner. I can say this is the point where we must begin. Actually, there's three pillars on this screen that we can see. We have to examine the customer data, and we have to allow that data shape up and use a cross-channel communication, like how we do in OMMA actually. In this period, check many touch points that possible that that the data has stored to tell, like how many data points that you have in your platform, website, anywhere, and take it and examine and find a story to tell. Emails, reviews, surveys, and any other metrics you gathered from the customers. This is a very valuable insight that that can express the audience's needs and tendencies. After that, allow this data to shape up, because it has to be. Can we go back? Sorry. It has to be a mature data that you can play on it and create some marketing strategies and contact points with the customer. Please, this is where we create unique stories and tell around this data actually. And the third thing and the mechanical part of this three pillars is using cross-channel communication and using multiple platforms, reaching customers with their personalized recommendations and contents, whatever medium they use. With this tool, this where we create some difference from the other brands and how we create personalization actually. Can we go back to the next slide? Yes, there's some like we talked in the previous slide, there's some data points that we can take like customer history, location, search keyword, behaviors, device, and customer age. You know how they say data has a better idea. Now we say that data has a better story. No, your data has to be a storyteller. No, what you done when you first contacted this brand, after the last thing they have done, and they need to tell you whatever your journey is it and what's gonna be next for you. User sessions, interaction, device users, and the locations. These are the data we keep and we use as our marketing tool actually. But this is actually a double-edged sword that you need to tread lightly, which is very important: data protection and the privacy of the data. The GDPR and the other stuff is already kicked in, and the markets are, it's actually start struggling. That's why you should also protect your data and privacy of data. Then you can rasterize it and understand it and deliver to your customer with their own personal way actually. And if you use it wrong data to the wrong customer, that's where you know how to problem actually. Let's take a location data, for example, actually. Just can you go back a little bit? Yeah, thank you. Think about you're a fashion retailer, just like every other fashion brand in the world. You have a micro location transponders in the stores and in the app in the device of the customers. These two can talk cross-platform, and you can send notification as they walk by your store. But the question, should you do it? This obviously will create an illusion of being watched inside the mind of the customer. So when designing a personalized experience, brands need to consider privacy by design principles. Yes, we can jump into the next one. On the other hand, according to Forbes and Accenture's latest research, the global marketing world goes through an experience gap. This means the desired services by customers and CX of the brands don't match actually. while 88% of the marketers think they serve personalized experience, only 8% of the customers agree they can receive it. This is actually a huge problem because you are not aware of your problem and you are delivering wrong message to wrong customer. This is very this will affect the sales and the customer engagement in every level actually. With the personalized content can double conversion rates. When you send a general email blast other than a personalized custom email, you will not get so much sales actually. That's why it's really important. And ability to do this personalized effectively is really tied with the data. This is the kitchen of this personalized content. The data is really important to assess these. And some of the other research told that 38 of the brands at risk of losing their customers because of poor customization. This is a huge number, and data is actually pretty obvious in this experience gap. As an experience designer and a product developer, like I said, I see foresee great growth in this and potential in this area, and frankly, these are the winners of the 2021 and the next decade actually. The last thing that I can say, we need to create a seamless cross-platform personalized storytelling data, which turns into personalized content. And before heading too far, let's tune into Australia with Darren. And thank you for your time, guys. He will be presenting from here to talk about statics and the video personalization. Thanks for joining us, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Onur, and thanks Tolga. So basically, the VQ journey, as Onur has shown with the data, comes many other features. I'm the APAC sales manager, primarily servicing Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore. I've been in the customer service industry for about 12 to 13 years for various companies, specializing in consumer experience, including scent, music, digital signage, and also insights. I always like to live by the philosophy of the 3 E's. You always need to engage, entertain, and educate your customers to give a truly immersive customer experience. Along with the transformation of the industry through emerging technologies, I truly believe that OMMA are at the forefront of digital disruption. From what you've already seen and what you're about to see, from what I'll be presenting and what Tolga will be presenting a bit further on, will really disrupt your thinking or blow your mind. So let's take a look at the market. Okay, as Onur mentioned, we'll talk about the numbers, about video and personalized marketing. So firstly, let's have a look at the global marketing size. So according to research from Magisto, advertisers in the US will spend $135 million on video ads by 2024, $135 billion just in the US. You'll see a growth spend in the video ads over the next 4 years is rapid and currently equates to 25% of companies' marketing budget. With a new normal, and as Onur mentioned, COVID will see more personalized approach to customers and less face-to-face interaction. My belief that along with the rapidly adapting technology through our new normal, things like VQ will see the PV market, the personal video market, spending closer to 40 to 50% of their marketing spend. And I truly believe that will happen over the next short time. And I think we'll start seeing that in the coming 18 months. So companies such as Coca-Cola, Nike, they're all already gearing up for the spend, along with and companies that use video in marketing exceptionally well. They're already gearing up to spend a lot for the spend, along with other customers right here in Australia, who are utilising video marketing for future growth with the expectation to have over 4,000 points of digital contact through. It's actually one of our customers through video with their customers by the end of 2021. So that's showing it's coming sooner than what we think. So year on year, the growth that's displayed is exponential and a true model of where our market is heading, with 81% of businesses that use video as marketing, as a marketing tool, have experienced a 63% growth over the last year. And as Tolga mentioned earlier, by 2022, online videos will make up more than 82% of all consumer internet traffic. That's 15 times higher than what it was in 2017. It's pretty amazing stuff. Oh, by the way, I should point out that the resource of these numbers come from Research and Markets, later published by Forrester. We can just move on. So based on the previous slides, it's apparent that video marketing is our future. It combines the emotional power of visual stories, engaging with one of our most valued sense, our sight. Once the brand starts to touch on the human senses, there's a powerful connection between being built with the customer, that's being built with the customer, which is the start of the relationship between the company and the brand. We really need to learn to harness this and target the people that use this the most, Gen X. So Majisa says that 40% of people interviewed with the head of marketing title are between the ages of 35 and 45. They are the Gen X. They're the people we're looking for. They've been creating stories from videos from day one. So they're used to using the Instagrams, the Facebooks of the world, and YouTubes and visualizing their life in electronic video format. So as you can see by the slide, they also create videos for their brands more than twice a month. So you see we've got 56% of them at least once a week, 14% monthly, 12% quarterly, and only 18% once a year. So the Gen X market are truly the ones that we need to be targeting with the VQ product. And as Onur mentioned, with the help of the structured data, they'll create personalized video strategies. And if guided in the right direction, these personalized journeys will be sensational. So here at OMMA, we believe we've created the perfect tool for it. So thanks, Tolga. I'll let you to take over from this point. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Darren, Onur. Thank you so much for the information you gave us. So yes, in light of all those facts, we decided to build our new product on OMMA infrastructure. So we called it OMMA VQ. OMMA VQ is an interactive and personalized video platform that allows companies to create their communication with an individual way. So you can use any data with any form of it for the visualization, and also attract your audience with the power of video. So what we do in short is, it's we have a data-driven communication platform for the companies. They can make the videos dynamic with the real-time data, with also the personalized information as well. So they can create some personalized scenarios for them, and also with some interactive tools in order to create dialogues on videos. And also companies can put some dynamic and actionable add-ons on the videos in order to make their audience take some actions which are expected for their targets. So there is not only the videos with the data, and also that we can put some surveys, some promotion ads, call to action buttons, as I mentioned, and also some appreciation the widgets on the videos as well. And the most important the innovation that came with the OMMA VQ is creating dynamic scenarios for different personas. So the companies can create dynamic scenarios on the same video, and the different personas can see the different scenarios which has totally optimized their data currently. So the companies can embed those videos everywhere, wherever they want, like their websites, their mobile apps, and also corporate sites as well. And this communication is totally on a real time, in real time. So we collect the data and the video and merge them in real time in order to create an advantage for the companies for the time to market the topic. So the most important thing is, we never touch any data. So our smart display engine can run on the client side and take the videos as a template and to use the user data in real time and merge them on the client side. So we never touch any data to render the video for millions as well. So this is the OMMA in short, that what we do and what we currently working on. So thank you for your time, and we can take your questions as well about the details if you have. By the way, and Onur, Darren, thank you again.
Thank you, Tolga.
So, is there no question from our audience? I opened it. Yeah, okay. Okay, in what industries you see the most traction and the potential to adapt? Onur, would you like to reply?
Oh, sure. I believe customer packaged goods industry is also very the potential in this industries, and also FMCG brands and because these are the direct customer brands that actually there is the most potential, I believe. And this is and they are they are serving huge audiences that their products, and also this is really important to understand them personally and market them personally. That's why I see the most potential actually.
Yeah, of course. And additionally, maybe the finance industry is also very important hot topics, right? Because according to all our meetings currently, the banks and also insurance companies has a huge attention on our services as well. So I think it's going to be a really important service to such financial institutes as well.
Actually, I believe that, sorry, Tolga, I believe every company in like B2C or B2B has a need of personalized content. And I believe in these type of contents will change how they treat their customers. That's why it is important. And the finance, like you said, is really important, but not just these two. And I think it will affect all of them.
Yeah, Darren, what do you think? Because our the product is totally industry independent, right? So too many industries, too many cases can be done. So our main purpose is, if you have too many data and you have to transmit them, you can use the power of video, right?
Yeah, for sure. And what we're seeing here in Australia, Tolga, is very similar to what you're talking about. There's been a lot of interest from financial institutions. But as Onur said as well, the FMCG industry, large supermarket chains who have loyalty programs, that type of thing where they can marry the connection of the purchasing the product and the buyer habits, and being able to create those videos and making them really personal without making it too much of an intrusion into that person's lifestyle, where it's more complementary than an intrusion. So we're seeing the similar sort of thing in our market as what you're seeing in Turkey and the UK also.
Yeah, definitely. So the next question, how do you handle the GDPR and data protection regulations when integrating with the CRM or BI tools? So it's a nice question, because it's very important that this is the key innovation of OMMA VQ as well. So in principle, we never touch any data. So how we do that? You create some scenarios, dynamic scenarios on OMMA with some parameters and the variables, and then run them on your mobile phone or mobile application or websites by sending those data, injecting those data in real time. So our player is capable to merge them on client side. So if you push the data for specific purposes, we never store them. We just display on the client side. So it's totally GDPR compliant solution for most of the countries, I think. So I think it has a really good solution for Australia, right, Darren? What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, the GDPR and data protection is obviously different in every country, but security in this part of the world is just as tight as the rest of the world also. But the integration of the CRM or BI tools is being adopted in this part of the world as well, and getting asked by customers every day more and more about the integration processes of CRMs or ERPs, and utilizing that BI the BI tools of the market at the moment. But yes, it's extremely important that customers do know that their data isn't being stored, other than the data that is coming through to generate the VQ experience. So we're comfortable with the security protocol that OMMA have in play. We're just a conduit, actually passing through the communication, not storing it. So yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So we have a really not a question, a good comment from Akalai. Akalai is from Philip Morris, which is the first customer of OMMA VQ. So thank you for all, Akalai. So he says, thank you for the insightful conversation. As first-hand experience partner, we truly believe that OMMA VQ has a huge potential to grasp various markets and industries as a cutting-edge personalized content platform. So thank you so much for that wonderful comments. Thank you, Akalai. The project that we did with Philip Morris was really spectacular. It was really a big chance for us as well. Thank you so much. So there's another question from the other audience, and what should be the first step for the marketer to deep dive into personalized video marketing? What do you suggest? Onur, do you have a suggestion? You have comments?
I think the first step is to understand their customers and their target audience, that how they they want to promote their products. The first thing is to understand data. Basically, the data has to be relevant, meaningful, and to the point. After that, they need a clear message for their audience, and this clear message has to be converted in video, which translates into customers' attention. Because the design and the video flow and the content, it has to be not that long. It has to be very simple, and it has to be explain what the market's market's message actually. Like I said, the first thing is data. Understand the customer, then send a really simple and meaningful message. That's what I'm thinking.
So there's a related another related question for this from Pelin. Thank you for your question, Pelin. She asked, she says that to create a personalized experience, not only the content with the name, we need accurate targeted data, but when driving these projects, we are drowning in many different data that we start tracking. So what are your thoughts about how companies can choose the data which is valuable for targeting? So it's a really nice question, because it's very related with the previous one, but the most important thing in my opinion is your cases, because you have some data, but the first thing is you have the message you have to transmit. So the first thing is you need to design your message, you need to design your scenario, and to try to understand what the data is most important for it. So then you can mine your database and then find out which can be served for such a real-time services as well. So I think the starting point is select the best message with the best scenario, and then with the which is most important for your KPIs as well, because we specifically focused on the projects which are mostly on the backbone of the communication of the companies with their audience. So the best way is creating important and specific cases which are related with your important KPIs as well. So yeah.
I believe I can make addition to that. Refining, the first thing I think is refining the data first, and creating the A and B test with the personal video marketing tool, but A and B test with the different audiences to understand your reactions. Because if the data is not very stable and there is a big ocean that you can find the relevant data in it, you need to test the data, and which response value you need to continue that one. Otherwise, there's I think foundational problem with the data that OMMA just can help you to fix one part. The other part has to refine the data first. It's I think companies first thing to do. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, thank you. So the last question is from Jeffy. Which channel is the best to share the personalized videos? Which channel do you think the companies get the best return? So Darren, would you like to answer?
I think it's a completely evolving industry. I'm getting interest from education here in Australia. I'm getting interest from the financial industry. We've got interest from FMCG and also the retail sector. So the channels are, as far as I can see, are endless. I mean, VQ is not just for a promotional tool to upsell your customer. We've got a B2C scenario, we have a B2P scenario, but we can also use this for training because of the ability to be able to have call to action points within the program as well, within the platform. We can stop the video from playing and be pushed off to another sector that will be asking questions about, it could be induction programs for new staff coming on board, that type of thing. So the channels, I believe, and Jeffy, I hope I've answered your question here, but the channels I think are completely endless if you look at the grand scheme of things. It's like, our core competence is digital signage. That's where OMMA started, and it has a defined area where VQ tends to put us out here, looking into other markets. You mentioned about the data mining previously. Sometimes I feel like I'm walking around in the matrix. There's that much data coming around where you need to put a little umbrella up so it disappears everywhere. So there's so much data that's coming out there, but Onur is right about getting the correct data to make sure your customer is getting that the best experience at the end of the day. Marketers are looking for more and more data, but what is it they actually want to use it for? And I believe VQ is a great avenue of showing where that data falls into place by making that journey personalized and that interaction with the brand personalized. You know, as I mentioned earlier, once you start touching on the senses of a human being, the connection between brand and company becomes much stronger, and it's a good thing.
No, thank you so much. So as for the data, that there is an interesting question, a more technical one. So I don't ask you guys, don't get stressed. Emma says that he's asking a question: how blockchain is having an impact on digital marketing? So it's very huge, you know, $1 million question, guys. So what do you think? What is the future of blockchain in digital marketing environment? So it's interesting. Thank you for that awesome and challenging question, Erman. We believe that the digital marketing must be personalized and very dynamic in a new future. That's why we built OMMA VQ. But the most important thing is privacy. So we are getting the data, and also we getting the video at the same time and merge them on client side. But there are too many different ways to make it more secure, like blockchain as well. So it's very important to keep it secure totally, and the blockchain will help us for that as well. And then another one is maybe relevant with our another product, our first product, which is OMMA Sign, because as you know well, there are too many different, too many out of screens for the advertisements in the streets, in the shopping malls, you know, and there are too many companies that would like to be there. You know, they are paying for those areas for screens, you know, to show their campaigns. But the most important thing is proof that they are displaying, they are displayed on that time on that screen. So the blockchain technology can help us to create some proof with the different the devices as well, in order to make the reports for outdoor advertising more clear and more reliable, I think. So those two important things really important for us, and our R&D activities are totally focused on that, and we will give good news in the near future, I think. So thank you for that wonderful question. So I think maybe, guys, the last one, what do you think about the gamification? Okay, so gamification was a hype word, but turned out to be a big disappointment for many. It seems like the same happiness now with the personalization. So what do you know that isn't just another hype word? What do you think?
I can answer that if you like.
Yeah.
Gamification defined by companies, actually, defined by companies or the product owners, that they think about the product and they did some gamification tool in their product. But personalization is about just customer data is the key. That's why it's different there, and I think this is very much different from the gamification, and that's why it's gonna last forever. Because like in 2017, the first iPhone, the first customization started in the hype area, and it is 2020, and it's continuous, and it will be like a snowball, and it will be continue. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. By the way, the 5 or 6 years later, maybe it could be at a different time, but as a gamified the platform owner in the past, I can easily say that the gamification is not a communication, a part of a communication. It's just the design, the workflow in order to make your audience concentrated on the actions that you would like them. So it's not a communication, but the personalized the video, the area is different because it's a core part of communication as well. So I think it's not a hype. It's already started 5 years or 6 years ago, and it's growing too much. So all we do is making it real time and more interactive than ever. So I think it will have the biggest share of the video marketing in a near future, I think, as well. So that's what I wanted to add. So yes, after all those wonderful questions, it was so nice talk, guys. So thank you so much for your time. Would you like to add something?
I'd just like to say thank you everyone for your time. It's been a pleasure to be able to present to you today, all the way from the land down under. I think I might go back to bed now. It's 3:30 in the morning. So but thank you everyone.
Same guys. Thank you very much for this, panel, and thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time, all, and see you in next webinar about our products and also the personalized world as well. Thank you so much. Take care.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.